song by Sean Kingston and Sean Paul. I actually played etc. A little bit of that just now, just for you to feel what I'm actually trying to talk about tonight. All right. So, okay. So I'm talking about relationship and social media, and you just want to get your paper. A lot of people have been telling me, Dr. Tulu, I have a jotter, especially that I use for your show because there's so much to learn. And of course, how can I forget that I really want to say thank you to you guys. I mean, the way you guys has been, the love has been overwhelming. Like, if I'm doing this, I mean, I know I'm doing something. But if it's not making a part, at the end of the day, it doesn't make sense. So, but when people write to me and tell me, oh, Dr. Tulu, I've learned so much. You've helped my marriage. My marriage is almost at the verge of breaking. By the virtue of listening to your show, everything has turned for better. Our sex life has been terrible. That I get that so much on my Facebook page, on Twitter, on WhatsApp, even on Nigerian Info Facebook page. It's been awesome. It's been awesome, and it made me. I mean, the kind of fulfillment I get from this, from seeing that at least I'm making a pattern. Marriages that are actually ordinarily are supposed to have been broken, I'm able to help them to come together. There is no amount of money that could actually make up for that, and the level of fulfillment I get cannot be explained. Really, sometimes I look at couples, I look at relationships that are, when people come for counseling and you see them, they are like they want to break up. I look at them and I look at something beautiful. What they have is so beautiful, it's so interesting. It's something they should love and nurture, and they are miserable, they are struggling, they are unhappy inside something that is supposed to be beautiful. Really, I feel so terrible, I feel bad about it, and I want to do everything possible to make sure that the beauty, as long as the two parties involved are ready to work on it, I will make sure that the beauties that they are looking for in that relationship, they're able to bring it back. There's something I usually say, my PA then used to tell me, the office she was, you get to her office before you enter into my office then, and she used to, there was a scenario, something happened, and when I came out of my office, she was like, Ma, please, I just need to talk to you today, that this couple, before they entered my office, there was a three-seater sofa where people can sit down. These guys were like, they wanted to sit at the middle, and the wife and they were like, don't sit close to me, don't sit close to me, arguing, cursing themselves, fighting, even right there at my waiting room, at my PA's office. And by the time they entered my office, by the time they were coming out, then they started laughing, holding each other's hand. And my PA was like, Ma, please, I just need to say this today. Every time when I look at couple that enter into that your office, sometimes I ask myself, what is going on in Dr. Tolu's office? Because by the time they are coming out, you see a different person. You see a different couple. And you're like, this particular one. That was the reason why I just need to say this. This particular one, they were arguing, they were cursing themselves, they were fighting, they were saying terrible things to themselves, and they're saying, don't move close to me, don't sit close to me. And then they entered my office, and by the time they were coming out, it looked like as if everything, At the end of the day, my job is not to like tell people what to do or force those who doesn't want to be together to be together. I don't do that. At the end of the day, it's about making sure that they find the happiness they are looking for. And as long as the two parties involved, like I said, are ready to make it work, it's gonna work. All right, so tonight let's go back to the business of the night. I'm talking about relationship and social media. All right. So when you talk about social media, you talk about Instagram. There are so many. Twitter, Tinder, Snapchat. I try to learn. In fact, funny enough, I'm still learning Twitter. I think sometimes if you get used to one, it becomes maybe a little bit difficult to get used to the other. So I used to be a Facebook person, and I joined Instagram, I joined Twitter. Now I'm trying to like work on my Twitter and my Instagram. So I'm still learning. I'm doing well on Instagram already. I'm picking up on Twitter. I'm still learning. All right. So and then there is Tinder, there is Snapchat. That Snapchat, in fact, I tried to learn it too for where as in, I joined it. If you are following me, a lot of people actually follow me on Snapchat, but I'm not sure I've never snapped anything in that place, you know. So many. There's LinkedIn, there's which other one? There's so many actually. So many of them, so many of them. So I'm talking about social media tonight. Is there any relationship between social media and your relationship or your marriage? So when I'm saying relationship, you just understand that relationship could be between you and your friend, between a man and a woman. It could be that you are dating, it could be that you are friends, it could be that you are single, it could be that you are married. Either of them, you are in a relationship. All right. So now a recent study, far back as 2015, that's about 3 years ago, a study in the US shows that 1 in 5 divorce filing cite problem from Facebook as the reason for filing the divorce. So every 5 divorce that was filed in the court, every 5 of them, out of every 5, one will cite Facebook as the reason for filing that divorce. So you know how massive that is. In fact, 20% of divorce petition filed mention Facebook as an accomplice. So out of every okay, like every okay, let me just put it, okay, out of every 5, one. So 20% of every divorce case. Now this is not even filing, now this is divorce, the one that have been broken, like marriages that have been broken, cited Facebook as an accomplice. 20%. So it means that Facebook is actually capable of breaking 1 out of every 5 marriages. So if you see 5 divorce, check them very well. Out of those 5, 1 was actually caused by Facebook. All right, that was what the research says. That was sometimes in 2015. Now, marriages before used to be until death do us apart, but these days I think it's until social media do us apart. All right. Now, you will agree with me that this was Facebook. I mean, I don't even think Facebook. Funny enough, I'm no longer on Facebook. I'm only on Facebook Intimate Talk with Tolu page. My personal Tolulope Okoigare's page on Facebook, I don't go there anymore. And somehow, I'm not saying you should not go to your page, but I've never seen a decision that I made that I feel so relaxed about, so comfortable, so happy about, like that decision. I left Facebook more than, if you go to that page, nothing is happening there, my personal one, and I feel so relieved because it's like people, you just want to go there. This one is saying you are not liking my picture. This one is saying you are not. I mean, people, and then people gossips, people, and then I'm like, what's going on here? I mean, what am I doing here? In fact, in the first place, all I kept getting at a point in that Facebook, everything I was getting were toasters, you know. People just feel like, this Dr. Tolu, you know, this one that talk about sex like this, she must be a guru. Don't be deceived though. But don't mind me, actually. But on Facebook then, all I was getting were people toasting me and asking me now. They don't even care whether you are married or not. And then, you know, at a point I was like, what's all this? What am I even doing here? You know, I mean, making frenemies, people posting and expecting you to like. I just was like, come on. I just stopped. In fact, I haven't even joined Instagram. I wasn't really so active on Instagram then. But now I think Instagram is now like my so-called for Facebook. But the point is, when I was talking about 20% of divorce was caused by Facebook, bless you, about 2015, today, now you will agree with me that the number will have increased drastically because people are more aware, people are more. That's why sometimes, you know, I tell people, this is just by the way, but let me say this. I used to tell men, especially African men, Nigerian men, that your wife is no longer like your grandmother. Your wife is not like your grandmother because as much as you want her to be, she can't. Because the information at her disposal will compel her to behave certain way, like advancement and civilization will compel your wife to behave certain ways, even if she doesn't want to. Now, so people are aware of their rights. If information is flying like You know, so it's a serious situation with her. And come on, I don't know if I should say it's getting better, it's going to be getting worse when it comes to this. So you will agree with me that this research that is saying 20% in 2015, you will agree with me that it's far worse than that now. I mean, talk about your YouTube, talk about your Google, talk about now everywhere you go to, it's like everybody now, your best friend is your phone. I'm not even spared. Like, it's not like I'm so good about that. My husband complained about my phone a whole lot of time. My phone is like an office, actually, for me. And I don't even have time to chat. That's why some people drop messages for me on WhatsApp. I don't even see it in 1 month, because messages, for example, my matchmaking plus, I do it on my WhatsApp, because I need to talk to Mr. A, get to like know Mr. A and what you are looking for, get your picture and everything, and then talk to Miss B, discuss with Miss B. The only way we can interact like that, do you like this person? I send picture, I don't like this person. Do you like that? I don't like that. It's only through WhatsApp. WhatsApp made that very easy for me. All right, so I do that. Then I have my web mails. My web mails, the web mails that we use in my office, they're up to like 15. And I have access to all of them, even though I'm using like 1 or 2, but I have access to all of them. All of them are inside my phone. And then my Yahoo, I have like 6 Yahoo mails. I have like 4 Gmail. I have my websites. I have my, forget it. My phone, with my phone, I can run my office successfully. Now, so you understand what it means. But I could tell you, so many of us are practically living with our phone, and our phone is actually becoming like our partner. So I'm telling you that the possibilities and exposures are limitless. There is no limit to the level that social media can take you to. So forget the 20% of 2015. Things have drastically changed, and drastically, I mean, all right. Now people now live for the grams. That's how we call it. People dress for Snapchat, and so a lot of people are falling into depression, and a lot are having a insatiable quest for frivolities as a result of unrealistic lives that people are living on social media. You know, so you see that people are getting depressed. I remember one of these celebrities in America was trying to campaign against, I think, likes. Is it? I know this guy, Kanye West was trying to do something, but there's one other lady like that, about, you know, campaigning against likes, you know, so that people post a picture and you are expecting 1,000 likes, and you get there and you didn't see 10 likes, and you are feeling bad, you are feeling sad about yourself. Really, that is why I tell people, you know, the day you start living is the day you live your life, irrespective of what anybody thinks. That is when it might be ambiguous, it might be something you don't like, but that is the day you start living. The day you start living is the day you do your thing and you're happy about yourself. No one, don't thinking what is Miss A thinking, what is Mrs. B thinking about me. If you don't get to that point, it's difficult really to get to that point with all the things that are happening around us. But if you can't train yourself to get to that point, you've not started living. You live where you don't care. I mean, people are entitled to their opinion, and you don't allow people's opinion to dictate the way you behave. That is when you start living, all right? So now people fall into depression because they are jealous. They look at these people and they feel like, why am I not like this person? Nah. There's something I remember that made me to say that. Now, this issue of slimity, becoming slim, it's so crazy. And then the whitening thing too is also very crazy. But the slimming thing, people swallow different things, you know, just because you want to get thin. And then people are telling you because you are chubby, something is wrong with you. That's why if you look at the kind of people I follow people who doesn't follow trend. There's a particular lady I follow on Instagram that in fact, before and after. Before was when she was thin. You know, she used to be fat. Then she started their rigorous dieting stuff, and then became so thin. You know, she thought if she becomes thin, she's going to have better self-esteem. But by the time she got thin, the self-esteem issue was still there. So she just decided that that means it's not even my look that is the problem, it's my head. So this lady came back to the normal person that she used to be. So she doesn't care, you know. And then she added a little, she has added weight now, you know, compared to when she was so thin. And then she now, before and after, before was when she was thin. After now is when she has added weight. You know, she's just trying to like take people away from the norm. And there's one other one, you know, that used to be very fair and now very, you know, dark and all of that. But the truth of the matter is, if you worry yourself about all these things, people, you are going to get depressed, you're going to get sad, your self-esteem will be reduced to the lowest minimum. And tell me how your relationship is going to survive like that. All right? Okay? Now, I see the video again. We don't spend time together. Couples don't care about each other anymore because there is always somebody waiting on Instagram, someone on WhatsApp, somebody on Twitter, in fact on Facebook. Sincerely speaking, as much as I don't like to talk about myself on my show, because this is Intimate Talk with Tolu, not about Tolu, but you see, when I was on Instagram, when I was on Facebook, then, you know, in fact, if I tell you the story of how Intimate Talk with Dr. Tolu started, you'll be shocked. It's actually started on social media. I'm coming to that. I'm coming to the good of social media so that you understand that it's not all about the bad, all right? Now, but the point is, when I joined Facebook, it was one of my friends that told me, I told you, have you heard of Facebook? I'm like, what's that? You know? And then she like, I joined her, and then she introduced me to it. But the point is, when I got there, I noticed that the only thing people do is chat with somebody. A stranger will say hello to you, and then you start chatting with the person, you become friends, and then the person, it's cool. It's not a bad thing, but for me, I'm very analytical. I'm very curious, you know. I want to learn. So I kind of like, what am I doing here? Is this all they do in this place? Like, you are looking for your friend, and then I started thinking of what to do. Now, thank God today, a lot of people are coming out with different pages, Lekki woman, Lagos women, married women group, and so many. I mean, people understand that, like, okay, they could actually make something good. But then that was how I started Intimate Talk, because I was just like, I need to do something. I can't just be here and just be chatting with people. All right, now, but the point is, something happened. That was actually what I wanted to say. I remember that sometimes when I had issues with my husband, I mean, when you're in a relationship, definitely there will always be issues. I mean, there's no perfect relationship. We all are working on them. All right, so you guys should not even look at me like Dr. Tolu have a perfect life. I'm not perfect. Okay, now, so we have issues. So sometimes maybe we have issues, and I'll like, and then I go to my Facebook page and you see people, I mean, about like 10, 20 guys are there to say, Tolu, what's up today now? How are you now? So what I do is, I mean, we're having issues and the man is boning. I pick my phone and there are 1,001 men who want to laugh with me. Right? Now, that is the situation so many people are currently. I mean, if I know what I've known by now, I won't be in that. I mean, I won't be doing all of that. That was a long time ago, actually. You know, but the point is, these days, now I'm trying to relate social media to our relationship. You know, my area, my specialization is relationship and sex. So let me relate it with that. I don't even want to go into your job, your efficiency and all of that. Let me stick to my area. All right. Now, so the point is, these days, when people have issues with their partner, funny enough, you could even go to your, on the days of BlackBerry, you see people update their status. My life is sad. You know, I'm so down. Oh, my life is crumbling. Oh, what a day. Oh, what a blah, blah, blah. You put all those negative things there, and then you see this guy somewhere, and they get like, oh, my angel. I mean, imagine your husband is just telling you, look at her, ugly girl, you just had terrible fight, and then you posted it, and because of that you were crying, and then you posted it and put it on your DP. Oh, what is, my life is upside down. And your husband is just telling you, look at her, ugly woman. These are, you know, maybe when you were fighting, he was just saying funny things to you, and then you pick your phone and somebody is seeing you saying my life is upside down, and the guy is like, my angel, what's up, beautiful, pretty, and then you're like, you know, as a woman, then you start blushing. What do? You just like you forget about that man. So what we do, instead of solve problems in our marriages, in our relationship, we look for succor. We create vacuum by looking for alternative. Now, the problem you left unsolved, by the time you leave your social media, you still come back and meet that your problem in the real life, right? So, but what we do is we create more vacuum by leaving problem unsolved and looking for succor and looking for somebody to give us what our partner should give us. So what we're supposed to get from our partner, we start seeking for it outside. All right. Now, the truth of the matter is, social media is beautiful. People are billionaires, not just millionaires, billionaires in dollars, in pounds from social media. So of course, it's something that I'm not a business consultant, so I can't start training you or talking to you about how much good that social media could do to your business. But I'm aware of that. I use that a whole lot for Intimate Talk with Dr. Tolu. For what I do, you know, people just wake up and snap picture and post on Instagram and they become millionaire. It's happening like that. So it's a beauty of social media, but as beautiful as it is, it has its own negative baggages that can cause a lot of damages, especially to your relationship if not well managed. So those are the things I actually want to talk about tonight, and I'm going to just run through my 10 points. I have to do this tonight. I'm not going to take this till next week, all right? Because on next week Tuesday I will be telling you what you need to do, all right? So, but let me just run through the problems that social media could actually cause for your relationship. Number one, social media could pour kerosene, let me just put it like that, or could pour fuel on old flames, all right? So you have somebody, your ex, or somebody you are crushing on. You know, sometimes when you lose your girlfriend in those days, I mean your baby, there's a guy or lady you are in the secondary school or in the university, if you lose contact, you lose Neil, you know. There's nothing that could bring you together. You guys might not see for the rest of your life. But these days, in fact, Google, Facebook, haven't you noticed that if you if you search for a shoe online, as soon as you pick your phone like this, I mean, as soon as you try to go on, like, everything that will be coming to you is shoe. So as soon as you probably Google Ken, you know, Kennedy, you just look for Ken. Everything about Kennedy, every time you go online, is Kennedy that will be coming to you. You know, so social media can pour fuel on old flames. What that means is that maybe somebody that ordinarily you have moved on with your life, you know, you have a new relationship that you have concentrate on and make it work and put all your energy. Old flames, social media could help you to bring them back very easily. I mean, I saw something on social media that I was searching for my boyfriend and I typed aggressively for 1 minute. That's all you need to do. Search and you're gonna find the person. All right. So now, if you are not careful, social media could kill the relationship you are currently nurturing, because there's somebody, probably someone you've been having a crush on, or somebody that, an old flames. Social media has a way of, it's the social media that will suggest the person's name to you or suggest your name to them. So if you are not careful, social media is going to pour flames on old flames. Fuel on old flames. Another thing that could happen is relationship can take turn dangerously if you are doing most of the talking online, because internet removes social and physical barriers. Now, normally maybe relationship that ordinarily you were supposed to like be friends, like say hello, hi, you know, I mean, you are supposed to like, I mean, you have your, how do I put it now? Your guards, you know, they are intact, you know, you are this strong woman and you know that you can't let down your guards, you know, you are like, let me not say what I want to say, like, you're like Dr. Tolu. Like, you know, no go area, like you are coming, you want to like, you are even coming to toast, but when you move close, you feel like, oh, I can't cross this line, you know. So if you're like that and you know that the person cannot get close to you, social media remove, the person will not even see your duality, the person will not see your face, the person will not see how maybe unapproachable you are. It's so easy. Social media remove all the barriers. It's so easy for them to talk to you, for them to start telling you within 24 hours, can I see your boobs? And then you start, you know, flowing along. Ordinarily, maybe, just maybe, if it's one-on-one, the person won't even have the gut to even speak to you, not to talk of breaking that barrier. Before you know it, if you are not careful, social media remove all the social barriers, barriers that maybe someone is looking at you, someone is knocking at the door. When you want to go and see the person is with our friends or with our family. The barriers that social life puts between you when it comes to taking relationship to the next level. But social media will help you to remove all those barriers. So you can say ordinarily, maybe if you have seen me outside, you don't have the God to say, you won't even have the God to come close. But on social media, say Tolu Bawoni, Tolu, what's up? How you doing this morning? All right. So social media gives you all the. And if care is not taking, you start seeing people start telling you, send your boobs to me, send your vagina to me, and all of that. All right. Number 3, attention from the opposite side becomes a kind of anesthesia from pain and relief to a depressive or recovery. This is very, very common. And you have a problem. Probably you have overwhelming sadness. Probably you are depressed. Probably you are having certain issues that you need to deal with. Now, what you need, I mean, it's very similar to what I said at the beginning of the show. What you need to do is probably seek for help, no matter the kind of problem you are going through. That is one area we need to work on in this country. No matter what it is, there's always somebody. There's always someone somewhere who could help you. And all you need to do is to seek for help. Not that you now decide to go to social media and use this as a kind of anesthesia, a kind of succor. So the problem is still there. That's why you see people commit. You see people that you see them on social media. They have 1 million followers, 10 million followers, and they post with red dress, with yellow this, and you are looking and feeling like your life should be like them. You heard such a person commit suicide. This is because they have a problem that's supposed to deal with. But social media remove that. It becomes like a kind of, as soon as they post with their red dress, and you see guys say, "Oh babe, I love you. Oh, you are beautiful." Oh, the relationship that they are having, that they are supposed to work on, they will not be able to work on it again. Every time there is a problem in their relationship, they pick their phone and they see it as a form of succor. All right. Number 4, for those who are stressed out with little time for anything, internet chat and social media is a moment of pleasure where all the stress is temporarily relieved. Now, this is very similar to number 3. Now, if you are stressed, I remember one of my clients. He was like, my wife uses her phone as a stress relief. He was like, I don't know how somebody will use social media as a form of stress relief. But that's what the wife does. But what this does is, you think you are using it as a stress relief, but the stress is there, because as soon as you drop the phone, you are coming back to your stress. That's what my number 4 is saying. Then number 5, social media can connect you to long lost friends, but also connect you but also disconnect you from your better half. Similar to what I've said, you could be connected to your long lost friend, but you could be disconnected to the person you are supposed to get married to. So at the end of the day, or somebody you are even married to, some people there's a way they say that, may God not let you take your husband and make him boyfriend. Some people will lose the man they are supposed to get married to, or lose the woman they are supposed to, because of the distraction from social media. All right, so you could get disconnected from the person you are supposed to be connected to because of social media. Number 6 is pornography. In fact, as of 2016, Time magazine stated that there are about 260 million pages of pornography online. So now, in fact, I heard recently that the most Google, I remember I said something about one of the most Google's phrase in Nigeria is how to increase size of breast, how to increase size of penis. There's something I read about another one is how to make love, how to have sex, very common. And at the end of the day, funny enough, learning how to make love from porn might actually not be good after all. I don't even want to get to that, but I could prove it to you that learning from porn has its own, disadvantages that could actually be disastrous. All right. Now, but the point is, you could get carried away with porn on social media. The way porn is flying now is terrible. Now, I am not, don't say Dr. Tolu is saying I should not watch porn. That's not even the point. But the point is, you could get so comfortable with yourself. You could get so comfortable with yourself that you don't even care about the person that is supposed to give you a kind of excitement. The person doesn't count anymore. You could actually get to that point. And you could while away all your time. and cut distraction from your relationship from pornography. All right. And then about 7, it can take your time unnecessarily. I don't have to say that again. The time you are supposed to use to do something better for your life. Today now I was trying to check how many hours or how many minutes I spend on Instagram. I think it's very, very easy for you. It's something that just go to your settings. I think there's a place on Instagram you can check how many hours you are spending per day or how many minutes you are spending per day. I was trying to check that. So it could take your time unnecessarily and you won't have time, physical time to spend with people that care about you and people that you care about. All those time you'll be spending it chatting away your life on social media. It builds vacuum between you and your partner. Why giving you temporary succor in another person's hand? Okay, so it's creating, this is also similar to what I said, it's creating vacuum and it's building bridges. Creating vacuum between you and your partner and building bridges between you and strangers. All right, and then you can fall into wrong hands. Do I have to overemphasize that? Now I understand I'm a matchmaker. I run a website. And that's why when people call me, Dr. Tolu, is there no free sign up in my website? Even that 2,000 now, I will soon remove it. Because I noticed that a lot of unserious people are trying to join the 2,000 naira category. In my matchmaking website, they're in categories. And it's not free. It's not free, and there are a lot of measures. It's not so friendly, actually. My matchmaking site is not so friendly. That's why it's only people who are patient and who took their time and stay in the website, they'll start seeing benefit. Weddings has been happening. Weddings. And that is the whole essence of the website. It's not for you to come there and then you chat with this, you chat with this, you chat. For what? You need serious relationship. You come to intimate matchmaking. All right? Now, so I noticed that, you know, for decorum purpose, if you register with intimate matchmaking, if you register in 2,000 category, you will only see people in 2,000 category. That's where my matchmaking site is built. If you register for 5,000, you'll be able to see people in 2,000 and 5,000. But people in 2,000 can never see 5,000. But 5,000 can see 2,000. So you stay at your level, so that there will be decorum, so that there will be nothing like you toasting this, toasting that. It doesn't mean that it will be 100%, you know, but at least you could actually, you know, curtail some, you know, excesses. So the point is, very easy. We see a whole lot of things that are happening these days. I mean, it's so common now. The ritual killings is terrible these days. I mean, no thanks to the state of the economy in the country. A lot of terrible things are happening, and we know the story of people. I mean, there's a particular lady some time ago that left somewhere in the east to visit a guy somewhere in Lagos, and the lady was killed, you know. So it happens. A lot of things that people are getting missing just by meeting on social media, you know. So it could be one of the things that social media could do to you. Could fall into wrong hands. Somebody that is not in America. I mean, there's one particular picture, you know. The guy was actually, when you see the picture, you think the guy took that picture in the Bahamas. But when, I mean, the way the picture was posted on Instagram, but when the you know, they now tell you, when the guy now showed the real picture, the guy was wearing one dirty knicker and spread one clothes on top of sand, you know, this white sand that they park in front of their house. That's where the guy was lined up. But when you see what he posted on Instagram, you would think he was having holiday in the Bahamas. All right. So now that's how it could be. You could fall into wrong and somebody is telling you, "Oh, my baby, I'm in America now. You know, I'm in London, and what are you doing? You know, can I see your boobs?" And then you start opening your breasts, you start opening your bum, start opening everything. You start you can fall into wrongs. And then finally, it puts you and your relationship under unnecessary pressure to live up to people's expectations. So a guy is asking you, if you love me, you're going to post it, and then you see people change relationship status. Today is engaged, tomorrow is complicated, next tomorrow is in love, and that one is, come on. It puts you and your relationship under unnecessary pressure. You want to please people. You want to move from single. You want to change your relationship status to single, from single to engaged. You want to tell your boyfriend, post me now. You don't put, you know how many relationships that has broken up. You didn't put my picture now. People don't know that you are with me. I post my picture. I mean, as much as possible, I'm going to be talking about that on Tuesday. What do you do? How do you now manage your relationship in the midst of all these things that are happening on social media? You know, what is right to do is, as as much as possible, keep your relationship away from the social media, really. But I'm going to be talking about all of that on Tuesday. But I just told you about the few things that could happen to your relationship with social media. Okay, I'll be talking about relationships and social media. I just hope you've been able to pick one or two things. I'm going to open my phone line. I want to listen to your opinion, your question. If you have any question you want to ask the fixer about your relationship, about your marriage, and about your sex life, things that are bothering your mind that you can't talk to anyone about, you could always talk to Dr. Tolu. So you have my shoulder to lean on tonight. So let's roll. Ask me your questions, tell me your opinion, and I will be going on a short break. By the time we come back, I will be picking your calls. Thank you, you guys, to everyone that have joined me on YouTube. I'm actually, thank you guys. I'm coming out of YouTube now. Bye.